True.
To all subject invasion. I got wait, what? Corporatists. The scourge of the unfed capitalism has come to Arcadia and brought with it the seeds of its own destruction. Their invasion exacerbated the rift, which was naturally occurring and well within our ability to control, causing it to fracture the Aether further, sending invisible tendrils in all directions. This has closed the colony off from any support it may have been awaiting. But this caused us no harm, being self-sufficient in every way. These abyss worshippers will soon taste defeat. It is your duty to resist theirs. Tribute, temptations, processed promises, and low-quality quality goods they are using to try to subjugate our Black Colony. Do not hesitate to sacrifice your life to stop them, or to report your fellow subjects for collusion or weakness. Any subject caught with their products will be dealt with. As of the Order of Ascendant have declared themselves enemies of the Protectorate, that they have chosen to do so in the wake of the corporation of our beloved colony attests to their traitorship. It is now obvious that the corporate incursion was somehow helped by the traitors of the Order, else it would have been crushed before it began. Rest assured, the sovereign knew of their treachery well in advance of their betrayal, and thus was not taken by surprise. Any communication from, to, or involving the Order in any way are now to be considered enemy correspondence and must be followed to the Ministry of Accuracy. The Order of the Vigilant Nordic landed paths is decommissioned. Effectively, immediately all repair and to be halted to all remaining armament cannons. Units are to be relocated to support our valiant warrior. All subjects currently assigned are to report to the Constable Office reassignments. The continued targeting of the landing pad by our vile corporatist enemy has been ineffectual at best and has not in any way contributed to this condition. Our off-camp losses are significant and barely worth mentioning, and rumors of the imminent fall of Fairfield to the greed-loving corporatists are not only untrue, they are truths. Now, in everything. happening? Mm-hmm. Still wrong. There. I Oh, fuck the door. Right where? Hmm? Those things are wrong. Really? Fine. Here. Thanks. I mean, even now you're fine. Mm-hmm. ability. The activated once charged. Each companion ability is weak and can taunt enemies, do a quick burst of damage, or heal you. Companion abilities naturally charge over time, and while in combat, but can be charged faster via skill points.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Oh my. Xyranium is a dangerous hazard that's found throughout Arcadia, powering the Protectorate's extending in Xyranium poisons you, lowering your maximum toxicity. Too much Xyranium poisoning can prove fatal. Visit a doctor or autodoc to remove any accumulated Xyranium poisoning. Warning, some Xyranium clouds are denser than others, increasing rate of poisons. Not really hungry, but we'll need soda at some point. For sure. Hey. Only on Sundays. Find Miss Bitch.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
I don't want.
Company. Must be from that ship on the landing pad.
Yep.
Whoa there, go-getter.
Huh?
She'll give you some new glitz. Give Auntie 5 bits, and she'll give you a facial.
Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a Yeseng Protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all.
I'm an agent of the Earth Directorate. You had us, I take it. I'm just a soldier, same as you, another steadfast comrade in arms. I prefer to keep my background shrouded in mystery.
Earth Directorate, huh? Like, from the serials? Thought Arcadia was outside your jurisdiction. Any folk native to this place sure wouldn't have ever heard of you. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milver Street knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else?
Is it normal to get shot by a mechanical runaway now? Or are we special? Thank you, Is there anywhere I can buy a gun or
Kind of away from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them?
Not evidence of a battle. Did look good. If anyone made it, I don't see.
Damnation. I had a friend on that detail. He always carried this, keepsake. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
Anything like that, I'm afraid. Not much. I haven't. That's a lot.
Well, never too late to start. Plunder's plunder, Auntie always says. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them, there's a bounty for it.
Like someone except said. There anywhere to buy gun, drink, or meds. Need a pitch.
Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it.
I'll admit I'm not particularly clear about what industry.
Oh, we got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left. Watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane. What? You've been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course. Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
Hostilities are at a standstill. I aim to keep them standing still.
Too much spacers ale. Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you.
Gratified.
Might I have a word, Commander?
Oh, shit.
I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. But void it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-Protectorate, a good man. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit. Brief one, of course. No, I mean, at least not since that time I tried mixing my own detergent, but I'm sure you don't want to hear about that. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. Much as I might love to jaw about that special interest of mine, this business with Zeb's gotta come first. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting Protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my Directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action.
Which one? Nothing wrong with that. The Protectorate is a dictatorship. It should be destroyed. Never would have guessed there was resistance to the Protectorate. Well then, sounds like he put you in a spot. Should have known better than to team up with a civilian in the first place.
Wasn't like I didn't want to take things farther. Hit the Protectorate where it hurt. But I still had my cover to think of, too. I couldn't risk disrupting the mission.
That's dedication. Know better than
I'd feel better about that commendation if things hadn't turned out as they did. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot.
we trying to do the right thing. That's correct. We should. You never get involved. No good deed goes unpunished.
Guess some of what you said way back when stuck. All that talk about putting people first. Figured that's what I was doing. Putting a stop to all the pain I was causing. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him. Till recent.
Time like a person to make up the past mistakes. See your friend. Remind me again what mental refreshment is. Be straight. What? Not interested in seeing. Leave out of it.
Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Auntie wants to help you acclimate to your wondrous new freedom. Confused by too many new choices, here's a handy list of strategies to help you make sense of it all. Thoughtfully curated with you in mind. Only buy Auntie's products. Bits spent on our goods are returned to your pocket as your salary. It's the free market in action. Empower yourself with the latest AC products. Use new ones generously and throw away the old ones. You deserve the best. You don't have to work for Nancy to enjoy her products, but it helps. Sell your stock to anyone with the bits to pay. And be sure to remind them how good you have it with Auntie's Choice. Support mankind's future prosperity. Persuade others to join our cause. Strangers are just customers you haven't met. Be a dynamic individual, skipping break time to enhance your profits. Persevere through any illness or hardship. You're worth it. Be efficient. Use your newfound freedoms to ensure your destiny is filled with all the goodness bits can buy. Remember, anytime you are not shopping, it's time you could be shipping. Reach your full potential today with insanity. Three nuts.
Definitely not in excruciating pain.
Can't you see I'm busy trying to look busy?
Don't mean to sound unsociable, but you might not want to stand so close. The bleeding ain't contagious, but it ain't slowed much neither. I hate to bleed all over you. Wouldn't mind conversating a bit, though. Anything to take my mind off the pain. Oh, it stings.
This unit is not permitted to operate within corporate-owned medical facilities without said corporation's consent. Non-legally binding reassurances, however, may be offered.
Reassurances, you say? Like what?
Deploying reassurance. Do not worry. You will be fine.
I guess that's something. Look at me, drawing comfort from a drone after being attacked by one. Funny world, ain't it? I was on sentry duty, bravely surveying our perimeter for threats, when a Protectorate drone attacked out of nowhere. Third time in as many days. I returned fire like it was a cereal. Bang, bang, bang! Pew, pew, pew! Oh, not excessively, of course. Don't want Auntie taking that extra ammunition out of my paycheck. Again, it was all going fine until the damn thing blasts me while I'm reloading. Mighty uncourteous, you ask me. I'd prefer if they were. Like with little butler hats, programmed to say pip pip and the like. Wouldn't be cost effective, but it would be adorable. Anyway, Trooper Faulkner happened upon the scene just then and dispatched the drone before it could finish me off. No idea where these drones are coming from, but Faulkner's been having a time of it lately. Be nice if someone helped out, but Carr's hands are tied. Lack of resources, I guess? As for the rest of these fine folk, they were attacked by Protectorate while defending the forward operating base. Imagine the base is probably hurting for warm bodies just now.
This is not a forward operating base. Gold was too. What the hell?
Only one of the most lucrative posts a soldier could be assigned to. Hazard pay through the roof. The FOB's our main line of defense. The only thing stopping the Protectorate from sending their legions over that bridge of theirs and attacking us here in Fairfield. The man in charge, Commander Torres, is a legend. Rumor has it his troopers are relentless, fighting through wounds that would kill most. What I wouldn't give to join his outfit. Playing it safe doesn't amount to much, but maybe you're right. Probably just muck things up at the FOB too. Damn it. I gotta find some way to beat these low-runger allegations. It's all a moot point till I can get this arm of mine mended. Poor Doc Barnes is working himself to the bone trying to take care of us, but he's only one man. I suppose it could be worse. At least Command's not throwing us at that relay station. Can't imagine the casualties he'd be dealing with then, given all its defenses.
I might be able to formulate a fast coagulate to stop the bleeding.
That sounds great. I'm sure Doc Barnes would appreciate the help. You'll find him in the next room over. Just be prepared. He's not too keen on interruptions.
I must ask you to hold still.
My liver ain't the lily kind. Tell it to me straight, Doc.
The bullet shattered your tibia and all but demolished your gastrocnemius muscle. Due to the risk of infection, I have to abscise your leg. There is good news, however. I recently enrolled in a course on advanced amputation techniques, so I'll be seeing a positive return on my investment sooner than expected. Oh, I'm sorry. You must be my replacement, since you're so clearly qualified to do my job. I am not required to answer that.
Say, how sore are my pockets gonna be after all this, Doc? Don't suppose there's a discount for only taking a portion of the leg?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer.
Us.
A kind, if naive offer. Unless you have thousands of bits to burn, any amount you could provide would be a drop in the tank at best. My services do not come cheaply.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc. Can I have a moment to noodle on it?
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway.
Crap in your waiting room. Anyway, speed things up. I don't see how far that goes. Yeah, great. There was
Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the timetable for treating these soldiers. I can barely get the damn thing to produce antiseptic, so I sincerely doubt it. But if you've the training to work such a machine, you're welcome to try. Now, was there anything else? Pharmaceuticals, bandages, tinctures. It's all here.
Do you mind if I don't pay you no mind?
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see. Mark my words, when my deal comes through, I'll have enough bits to own this place.
Move around. Down. It's what good.
Boy, take this terminal and trash it. That's it. I need a smoke.
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over town hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers?
My last mission left a rift in space and cast me floating adrift in the void for a decade. Which such
So you can understand my situation then. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me out. It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield? The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhap they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike. While exploring facilities to the north, my partner unearthed a heretofore unexploited advanced protectorate technology. Couldn't or wouldn't go into details, but he promised every household would want one, that it'd revolutionize the daily life of Anti's choice citizens. Typical research type, focused on all the wrong things. Not particularly motivated by competition or social advancement. Strange bird. Pitched him the dumbest deal I could think of. Told him I'd trade him my entire tossball card collection for schematics or a prototype. Said sure. Complete rube. Didn't even ask about condition. My Kelvin Tran rookie card isn't even ultra fine. Got a piece of nicotine chewing gum stuck to it. Opportunistically leveraging difficult predicaments. That's the Auntie's Choice way. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise I'll see you're taken care of later. Splendid. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. It's some kind of agricultural harvesting encampment southwest of here, near a mess of them rocky spires. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics.
You did. You did. It's like the detail.
Truth is, haven't the slightest. You know the Protectorate have all the most advanced technology, though. Probably something straight out of an Aetherwave serial. Edible spacesuits, N-ray specs, matter translocation. It could be anything. If Jackson's all fired up about it, it'll be beyond comprehension, I'm sure. The broke-down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous-looking so-and-so like yourself could probably scarper up it in a jiffy. From there, it's just up the hill a smidge. So close, but so far away. At least for me, anyhow. All right, then. Don't let me keep you.
The door this tough? They must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, armor, probably some ammunition, too. Honestly, Kemp ain't that much of a mystery.
You're thinking too small, Murph. I'd put money on the Protectorate stashing treasure inside. A whole pool of bits enough to swim in.
It's a constabulary, not a bank. And certainly not some kind of gold-filled swimming hole. Besides, these Protectorate lack imagination. Never had an original thought wasn't written down for them first. Like I told you before, it's probably just guns.
We've tried everything short of skipping a ship through that door to get inside. Though, come to think of it, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
I'd love to see the quartermaster's face after turning her lamps onto that requisition request.
Fine. Skip drives out. Say, maybe we could commandeer one of them tractors out in the field instead. Oh, bet that could plow through the door.
In case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a war. And hard to say whether we're winning or not. Better question is why no one else is treating this like a top priority. In any siege, advantage goes to the defenders. Right now, the Protectorate still has control of the bridge to the Vox station. That station is the key to taking Paradise Island. If, when, Officer Carr ever gets the go-ahead, we need to be ready.
This seems like
Right. With all our new trainees, we've got the numbers. But bodies won't mean diddly without the weapons and equipment hopefully inside that armory.
If there are any weapons at all, I still say it's treasure. This is Eden after all.
You've made your case, Kemp. I'm more interested in hearing the opinion of our new friend here. What do you suppose is in there?
Well, don't sound so excited about it.
I don't see it mattering much either way. That door is sealed tighter than a salt tuna can. Nobody's getting through anytime soon.
Jack shit.
You sound like you've got something percolating. Helpful.
Guess we gotta start afresh. Can we untable that tractor meet store idea now?
Specialty drinks for the discerning consumer.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out here? It has nothing to do with my current and very temporary shortage of funds.
I've never been the type to sit behind a desk all day. What, when I could stand behind a bar?
Alrighty then. It's well past time for more Very Melodies.
Welcome to the name-pending saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. What'll it be, stranger? Pick your poison, and I am mostly not being literal there. Back already? Anything else I can help you with? Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between the Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Antes employees carping about work and the war? Any particular topic you have in mind? Basically, to avoid it at all cost. They have a brigadier up there by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions. You're asking me for the particulars of a high-level corporate acquisition. Like, an in-depth accounting of the various parties who vied for control and who won out in the end? They merged. Rebranded. Auntie Cleo seems in charge now. Dunno. Do my best to steer clear of corporate intrigue. Oh. Minister Milver Street's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. Two traits Auntie's Choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate forces. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot. whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption. Vox Station's run by a brigadier by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions. My pleasure. Got anything for me in return? Your Earth Directorate. Never figured to meet one of you all, especially in here. It's like some hapless critter, once thought extinct, just trotted on into the place. Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur. That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders? At present, my top favorites are 1. The Drunken Haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-Minded, 4. The Fair Shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here? Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan. All right. Appreciate you dropping by.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm species to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk off old ideas.
This Brulian character of yours, is this a kind of awkward deity?
No, just sort of a mascot.
I see. So, is it Auntie that you give your undying and unquestioning loyalty to then?
Not exactly. I mean, Auntie is cunning and bold. I don't have a single bad thing to say about her. At least not out here in public.
You know what I mean? Or when to do exactly what you mean.
Sorry, time is bits. Bits is time. Or are, that is.
May the sovereign... have a profitable day!
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended up. Doing the work of at least 3 lackeys. A full half-dozen automechs. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. So, I'm on my own here. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work? Quite the setup, ain't it? Before we took Fairfield, Auntie's Choice didn't have anything like this. Every kind of plant we've got was made to thrive in a chemical vat. But the Protectorate grows all their greens the old-fashioned way, with water and soil and actual fertilizer. I can't decide if it's adorably quaint or just plain daft. Then again, they all only have one job, so they have the time to indulge in all those sorts of archaic whimsies. Damn lucky Crabble copulators. Research mostly, some wholesale, and as the base for some small batch, highly exclusive, limited edition retail runs. Though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better than nature. Then we push the new product on the market. And my contract says I get 0.003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and distribution costs. So you know, this is a pretty big deal for me. Well, I've got a lot left to do and not much time left to do it in, so you can show yourself out.
So who are you rooting for in the Tossball Leagues this season?
Tossball? You mean pitchball?
I mean Tossball. You know, weekend zones, football, offside hubs, hackers, vendors,
We are speaking of the same inspiring professional sport. It is so nice to find common ground.
why would I make the biomass containers?
Team, of course, is the crew we stick to.